A brave and selfless response from patrons at a New Hampshire restaurant prevented a potential massacre during a wedding at a country club. This tragic event, which unfolded on a Saturday night, resulted in the loss of one life and left two others injured. The swift actions of those present, however, ensured that the situation didn't escalate further. A wedding turned upside down. The shooting occurred at Sky Meadow Country Club in Nashua, New Hampshire. While a wedding celebration was in full swing, New Hampshire Attorney General John Formella and Nashua Police Chief Kevin Rourke identified the deceased as Robert DeCesare Jr., aged 59. The suspect, Hunter Nadeau, 23 of Nashua, was quickly apprehended in a nearby neighborhood shortly after the incident. Nadeau, a former employee of the club, made several statements during the shooting, indicating a desire to cause chaos rather than acting out of hate. Witnesses reported that he shouted, "Free Palestine," amidst the confusion. This detail has sparked speculation and debate, with some questioning the motive behind the attack. Acts of courage. Formella praised the patrons' courageous actions, stating, "Selfless acts of courage by the patrons in the restaurant who put aside their own safety to intervene and stop the shooter." One witness, Michael Homewood, the wedding DJ, credited a chair strike to a brave individual with preventing further casualties. He hit him over the head with a chair. "And he probably saved a bunch of lives just doing that," Homewood told WCVB-TV. Motive still unclear. Investigators are working to determine the shooter's motive, but no clear answer has emerged yet. Police have not commented on whether Nadeau has legal representation, and attempts to reach his family have been unsuccessful. Authorities have confirmed that there is no known connection between Nadeau and DeCesare. Initially, authorities believed there might have been two shooters, but they later confirmed that Nadeau was the sole perpetrator. Additional charges and aftermath. Formella and Rourke stated that additional charges are likely to be brought, including charges related to the other shooting victims. Nadeau is expected to be arraigned at the Ninth Circuit Court in Nashua on Monday. One of the surviving gunshot victims is an employee of the club, and the other is a patron. The employee is hospitalized in critical but stable condition, while the status of the other victim is unknown. In addition to the 3 gunshot victims, several others sustained injuries, including lacerations, a broken hand, and blunt force trauma. Nashua Fire Rescue assisted approximately 100 people from the scene to a nearby firehouse, mostly on foot. A community in mourning. Governor Kelly Ayotte expressed her condolences and support, stating that the Attorney General's office will assist Nashua police with the investigation. She and her husband are praying for the victims and their families. Charlene DeCesare, the widow of Robert DeCesare, shared her trauma and focus on caring for her children in the aftermath. She believes her husband was trying to protect her and their daughter, and possibly others, making him a hero in her eyes. Charlene and her daughter were closest to the shooter when he entered the room, and she believes he targeted a restaurant employee, with her husband caught in the crossfire while trying to shield them. Witnesses recall the chaos. Evie O'Rourke, the mother of the deceased, described the panic and fear as she couldn't find her son after he was shot. Sophie Flaboris, another witness, recounted the moment someone hit the suspect with a chair, causing him to flee the scene. Emily Ernst described seeing a gunman in all black, wearing a mask, and the subsequent chaos that ensued as everyone ran for their lives. Tom Bartleson, whose nephew was getting married, described the scene as a dance for the bride and groom, turned into a rush into safe spots. This tragic event has left a mark on the community, with many questions still unanswered. As the investigation continues, the focus remains on supporting the victims and their families, and ensuring that such a senseless act of violence is not repeated.